Do you think there could be a scientific explanation for a spiritual experience, and why?
I asked you not to ask me a tough question.
Do I think there could be a scientific explanation for a spiritual experience?
I think there could be. A lot of times when you hear about spiritual experiences, it was something they saw, or a certain color, or a certain light, or something that maybe could be captured with some kind of technology that then we can go back and try to explain and try to analyze. So maybe. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about using science to explain something spiritual, but I think it could be done.
If you think about over the course of all of human history that we have these ideas about spirituality and spiritualistic experiences, like that many people can't be wrong, and so I think it's just something that maybe we haven't fully understood or are still trying to understand.
Somehow we are wired neurologically. There is a part of our wonderful, cerebral capacity that not only makes us human, but makes us also believe in something greater than us.
Well, then I guess that makes it not a spiritual experience if there's a scientific explanation. So I guess I undid my answer.
In my religious beliefs, I'm Hindu, so I believe in not only rebirth and reincarnation, not in just like a spiritual sense, but just like a more soulful sense. But I think that even if I don't get reincarnated on Earth, I think I get reincarnated in just another plane of existence throughout the universe. But to go back to that question, I think that it could be possible to explain sort of a spiritual essence through a scientific sense, and another form of life somewhere in the universe could have already done that.
I think our science is basically refining our concepts of what humans are like, and starting with our history, of course, and that as these areas mature and as they connect, a new view of what spirituality is will emerge.
But I mean, wouldn't that be neat? God, if you could have measured the chemical activity going on in Jesus' head, right? Or even Gandhi or Muhammad. So yes, I do absolutely think there could be a scientific explanation for religious experience.
So I've always said that science tells you how, but it doesn't really tell you why. Spirituality is sort of the search for why and the deeper meaning of things. And science is sort of the nuts and bolts of discovering how things work.
There's like a strong part of me that wants to say there's something that is very special and sacred about like the mind and the body that could not be fabricated by any sort of medicine or any sort of science. And I mean, to say that there is no logic behind my belief in that is like precisely the definition, I think, of like a faithful spiritual understanding.